Well, we're back again. We have another young lady that has some interesting things to talk about this morning. I'd like to introduce Rebecca Matli.
Thank you, Carol. I'm so happy to be here today. It's nice to meet you, too.
We're so happy to have you. And do you want to be called Rebecca or Becky?
You can call me Becky.
Okay.
Rebecca is my given name, but I do go by Becky, and I sign my work Rebecca. But I am an artist now as my second career. I recently retired from the Fresno County Library System. And so I was a librarian there for over 15 years. And prior to that, I worked in Michigan as a librarian as well. So my artwork, I was a little puzzled when Diane Brewer from the Fresno Art Hub said, "Oh, you need to go on this show and talk with Carol." And I said, "Oh, great."
Good for Diane.
Yeah, so I'm very happy to be here and excited to share some of my work and any of the pictures that you want to show. So I do pastels, I do oil painting. I have painted for many years as watercolor artist when I was in Michigan. Recently, because I just retired full-time, I started back in the oil painting and pastels, and I've taken many classes with lots of different wonderful people, including Diane, and so I really am enjoying it. I recently started to get some awards for some of my artworks, and it got accepted into the Madera Arts Council Circle Gallery. I was there last year and won some awards for some paintings. So it really is a dream come true that I finally am getting to do what I really want to do. We spend a lot of our lives, working and raising families and, taking care of other people.
Yes, that's for sure.
Yeah, so this is really an exciting time for me to be able to finally pursue a lifetime dream. So better late than never, right?
Yeah, but it seems like our life forces us that because we're so busy we can't do it. And then we wait till we get older, and then we got the time to do it.
Right.
But sometimes you don't have the energy
I know.
to keep up with all of it. But anyway, it's that first started getting awards. That seems to be the thing that really clicks you in and said, I'm going to stick with art. Yes. I know that I've got something, and I want to share it with other people.
Right. Well, then it becomes a passion that you just can't seem to shake off. I mean, I've always been interested in art, and I was lucky to grow up in a family that was fairly artistic and encouraged that. But, I lived in Iowa, so what do you do with your art in Iowa, for crying out loud? So, but over the years, it's always been a dream, and on vacations I would take workshops when I lived in Michigan and other places. So it's always been on the back burner. And so I'm really excited to finally be able to take advantage of all the wonderful things that are here in California. I mean, there's so many good artists. There's so many opportunities to take workshops and classes, and I encourage everybody to do as much as they possibly can as they live here because they're there, and and once you've lived someplace that doesn't have it, you really truly appreciate it. And so I'm excited to be taking workshops and classes at the Fresno Art Hub, and I've taken some at the Sense of Place Gallery with Jenny Burdick, and I've taken classes with several other people, Sally Segal and Sue Porter, and
really?
Yeah, they're
I
all
know
wonderful.
all of them.
Yes, so they're all wonderful artists, and I've learned so much, and I just continue to grow, and it's just a passion, and I have to keep doing it. So.
Right. Well, when did you first get the feeling that you would really like art, get into art?
Actually, it was when I was in high school.
Oh.
But I was never encouraged. You can't make a living as an artist,
Tell me about it.
I did have a wonderful art teacher in high school, though, that really wanted me to pursue art, and instead I went on and got a library science degree, and I love books too, and all of that. But that was sort of the beginning, and then, like I said, it kind of was on the back burner until a few years ago, and then it just kind of blossomed. So.
Good. And do you have something that you sent in for us to see?
I do have a couple of things that I did send in. So,
Okay. Oh, kitty.
the cat is a picture of my niece's cat, and the pumpkins have just gotten accepted in. They were juried into the Madeira egg show recently. And this is a pastel I just finished. It was still on my easel.
I love that.
And this one, the flower one, was one that I did during a workshop. It turned out pretty well with Lynn Diefenbach. And she was a pastel artist from Australia that came and gave a workshop at the Fresno Art Hub.
Yeah.
So she's coming back next year, and it was very exciting because I got to host her in my house, and she's just so inspiring, and I've never had an international artist that I hosted in my house. So she and I got along real well, and so she's going to come back next year and do some more classes.
So where can we see your beautiful work?
The Fresno Art Hub. I have some on display there. And then I will have some at the Circle Gallery Arch in Madeira. So
Okay.
that's where I'm at the moment.
Well, the Art Hub is going to be have an open house on Art Hub
Thursdays,
night,
yes.
so you can see Becky's work down there. If you go on down and go in and say, "I want to see Becky's art."
That'd be great. You'll see a lot of other artists too that are
Thank you
wonderful.
so much for coming and
Thank you,
showing us
Carol.
your art, and I'm definitely going to be looking at it.
Okay.
It's beautiful. Thank
And
you
your
so
work
much.
is so wonderful too. I love your work.
Oh,
so
thank you. How sweet.
okay, thank you.
Okay.
Bye bye.
We'll be right back.